That's where it's streaming from.
And we are live on the Twitch. Hello, wonderful people out there in the interworld wide web weirdness that we get to hang out with. Thank you for joining us. We are going to be playing another one of our random adventures today, and kind of excited about this as we're getting close, if not to the end of this little module produced by Kobold Press. Okay, so a couple quick things. I have some announcements I have to share. So first announcement coming up is, of course, if you are not yet a follower of WindyJ D&D Guild, then, do that. Because we have games, and we have lots of them. So we have a game that happens on Friday tomorrow. That is the Elven Chronicles. That is a homebrew of my design set up in a world called Olivos. The afternoon tomorrow, Caffeinated Arcade jumps in with their homebrew in Alayan. I still haven't figured out how I'm supposed to pronounce that, and I don't know that Caffeinated Arcade has either. But that's okay. And then we're back again next week on Tuesday with the Witchlight in Wesmia, which is our Witchlight campaign. And they're about. I think that we decided the title of that next session is going to be "To War," so it's going to be a thing. And then now this is an announcement not just for those who are watching, but also for the players of our game today. So next week I am going to have a relatively large announcement, and by relatively large I mean it's kind of a big deal for the small streamer that WindyJ D&D Guild is. We're going to be bringing in a guest to speak to kind of have a quick conversation with us about a new campaign that we're going to be starting, and we're going to use this slot to do so. Because the very next game or the very next thing that we're going to do is going to be based on that announcement. So I will have a guest in for the first about 10 minutes, and then we'll carry on with whatever game we have after that. Or if we finish up today, we'll start that next campaign-y type thing as a random adventure on Thursday next week. So big things going to happen. So when you guys pop in here and you see random new face that you haven't seen and you're like, why can't I talk? It's because I'm trying to manage the sound as it comes through the stream. But we'll do that, and then we'll get ourselves going into a game. So big announcement. No, try not to give out too many spoilers, but I'm excited about it. Let me just put it that way. I'm kind of excited about it. So
was that an announcement for the announcement?
That's an announcement for the announcement. Absolutely. And so looking forward to that one. But we're just going to pick up now with all of those announcements out of the way into our game, which is the Elven Gate, or the next level of the Elven Gate here. Oh no! What did I say? What did I do?
No, it's me.
It's
I'm trying to go into Twitch. I'm trying to go into Twitch on my other computer, and every time I have to do it, I have to log in, even though I know I'm logged into Twitch on here.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I feel better. Here I am thinking, like, what did I do to you, Dak? I'm so sorry. Okay, so where we left off, you guys were trying to escort a centaur that you had met through this forest to an arcane contraption of some sort. And it was slow going because this forest has become somewhat overrun with undead. And so centaurs told you why, for that matter, too. This arcane artifact has attracted some attention, largely that of the afterlife. And she doesn't like it in and around her centaur community. She's done some studying. She thinks she knows how to deal with it, but she needs to get there. And you guys are the first people she's seen who seem to be capable enough of doing so. You've had to deal with a couple of ambushes, or the last encounter you had was watching a wolf being chased down by undead creatures, and thankfully saving the wolf's life, although I don't know that the wolf actually ever said thank you. But you kind of buggered off. But the centaur is doing pretty okay thanks to your escort. And so that's basically where we're picking up on is after a couple of sessions worth, I guess, of travel through this undead infested forest. Give you an opportunity to do anything before or say anything that you guys may have thought of from last session that you would like to do before I carry on too much on the next thing. The centaur is there after the wolf attack, or sorry, not the wolf attack, but more like the ghast's attack of the wolf.
Yeah.
This was the right choice. I got you. You were definitely the right people for the job.
I hope we were, because I'm not feeling great. We're sleeping, right?
If that is what you need, it is starting to get late, I suppose. Yeah. With all it could, you have enough energy to get yourselves through the night. I don't know what's going to come.
Say that again?
You have enough energy to get yourselves through the night. I don't know what is to come tonight yet, even.
I look to everybody else. How are we feeling?
I can keep going, but if you need to, I know you old folk like to get to bed before sundown, old man, so you really need to. So, but I can keep going.
I think I just worry about what happens once we get to this, to the dome. It's going to be
How close are we?
not as close as I'd like. Not with the sun where it is.
We can go on a little further, but if we encounter another battle, I'll want a rest after that one for sure.
It makes
Yeah,
sense.
it's,
All right. So
I'm going to...
Seriously.
who is going to take watch? Who's going to be the person out in front?
I will.
All right. Go ahead and roll for me a perception check. We'll get our first rolls up here. Get them onto the Twitch as well. There's a nat 20. First roll of the day. And who wants to bet it's also going to be the last one? I'm not saying that. I did not say that. I'm so sorry. Okay. All right.
I'm going to use a second level spell slot.
Oh, and what are you using said slot on?
Healing word on myself.
Healing word. Very nice. Okay.
Healing word, level 2, boom. So that...
All right. And are you guys trying to travel?
There we are.
That was not pretty. That was
7.
not a pretty roll. Don't worry, Twitch. It'll show up here. If you guys, for those of you who are watching on the Twitch, there is my lovely little stat blocks for all of my characters. It does roll over to the Roll20 chat, so you can see the really horrible and awesome rolls that we've already had today. We've already had a nat 20 and a nat 1. Marvelous. Although the nat 1 isn't a d20 that it was on, it's still it hurts when you do it on healing word. All the same. Hey there, Rookind and Sky Guy. Good to see you guys in the chat. Thank you guys for being here. So, with your ridiculously wonderful perception there, you are able to see everything. And it is, as we've said before, the forest is quiet with no regular like bird life or fauna. There's no squirrels jumping from tree to tree or anything along those lines. It's quiet. And so the benefit to that is that you guys can, you in particular, can hear anything from a good solid distance. You don't even hear the telltale sounds of night falls coming down. No owls, no night creatures seem to be making their way out and about. There's too much undead apparently around, and it's starting to feel like the oxygen in this well-treated forest, which should be quite a fresh atmosphere. Even the oxygen is starting to feel a little stagnant. Yeah, it's not it's foreboding, but the rest of your travel for the remainder of the day goes relatively well and unhindered. But at this point in time, I'm going to say you guys can set up yourselves a camp. Let's pick some watches. Who's going to do first watch?
I'll do it.
Old man's out.
Old man's out. Young Gnomin. Okay. Nope. Hang on. Halfling. Yeah, halfling in. Okay, there we go. Got it. So, if that's the case, let's see if we can keep up that perception going. And is anybody staying up with Tana? I'll take that as a no. So, Tana, go
We're all
for
asleep.
roll a perception check for me for your watch, if you will, please.
That's a 12.
That's a 12. All right. That's going to be fine. Okay, so actually, yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, you set yourself up. Everybody else snoring and wheezing away comfortably in their bedrolls. The centaur has laid down completely flat on the ground, so it just like legs sprawled out, and has a large, almost like a tarp that they've used to actually provide themselves with some cover during sleep. And unlike a horse, can actually pull it up onto themselves. Your watch goes uneventfully. Who's taking the middle watch?
I'll take
Middle
it.
watch.
Okay.
I'll do it.
So, Dak, go ahead and roll that perception check for me, please. I mean, Sapley, roll that perception check. One small creature to another. This small creature with a 15 on the perception. So, Sapley, it is unnaturally quiet. Insect life isn't actually even making sounds. And for you, this doesn't feel all that bad, as you are an under gnome. This actually feels, aside from the fact that there's just trees above your head and not rock, it's not feeling all that bad. You've certainly been around worse, but your watch goes relatively uneventfully.
I'm going to have non-detection going as well on myself.
Oh, very nice. Okay.
Just like I'm not
Very
here either.
Fair enough. All right. That brings us now to third watch. Just kind of burn
All right,
through this.
I will do this.
Third watch. All right. This is our older man has now gone. I'm going to say, to finish off your long rest, I'm going to say you just need to have it be relatively quiet, or a good long sit down while watching everybody else sleeping. Go ahead and roll me your perception check.
All right. 15.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So nearing the end of your watch, just as the light is starting to kind of color the sky again, which you can only see through little slivers through the trees, you do hear a little bit of brush tamping down a good distance away, basically from the direction you guys came the night before. From a distance. And from a little bit, all you can do is hear it.
Light up a torch and no. He'll think better of it. And he'll and is anyone else awake at this point? Any elves?
I don't think we have elves with our group. No, we have we have I don't know, actually, the Shatterkai don't trance, do they?
They do.
Oh, they do.
They're still elves.
All right, Shatterkai. So that would mean that Raziel is probably conscious by now.
I'll just communicate with Verdale and say we may have a problem, and I'll message it so it's quiet.
Ah, nice. So without a sound, in your regular ears, in your mind, Raziel, you hear. You hear Thar say,
"We should probably investigate this. You're fully rested, right? Well, I would like some assistance doing it." Let's see how
All right.
my
Right. Okay. Do I have to reply or something, or do I just go to him?
It's up to you.
I think you can you
I don't-
apply? I
Can
don't
you
think you
reply
can
with a
reply
message?
to message. Got a spell, magic foot.
We're learning our spells, guys.
No,
Love it.
it's
No, you don't.
It's just a.
This is a
cantrip, so-
one-way. It's a one-way radio.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
So with that,
Okay.
go ahead.
I guess I'll just leave a note to the rest of the party and go to him to
All
help
right.
him investigate.
Okay, so you guys go to kind of, and so where you guys have kind of set yourselves up, you've set yourselves up in a little bit of uneven terrain. So there's a little bit of a kind of a rock ledge that's around you. There's some trees that largely canopy, but you do have a spot where you can look through the sky, and so you kind of found yourself a little clearing that you guys can set yourselves up in. But by having the rock face kind of behind you, you feel like you're a little bit protected. So you guys get up to go and kind of traipse back a little bit towards the sounds that you hear, and you do hear them starting to approach just a little bit more closely. Before you kind of see anything, you can still hear that. You do hear.
I have dark vision.
Shh,
I do.
they must be close. And you do have dark vision.
Yes.
And I don't know if Thar. Yeah, no, Thar will have dark vision. Thar will have dark vision for sure.
Yeah.
So, you guys do see a couple of as you kind of hear that and you kind of clock its location, kind of through the brush, 3 figures kind of crouch down. Humanoid, but they do crouch down. Are you guys gonna be quiet about yourselves, or what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna just watch them for the rest of the watch. We're just gonna unless they move, we're not doing. At least I'm not doing anything.
All right. And what about you, Rosale?
At least Roselle will just observe as well. If
Okay.
anything moves, I'll take action as well, if needed.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and it looks as though they are kind of very slowly moving across the ground. These creatures.
Hmm.
And they are definitely moving towards your camp and towards you.
I'm gonna say we cut them off while they approach the camp and see what they're up to. Try and get stealthed in behind or to the side of them.
All right. Roll me a stealth check.
Oh, I have heavy armor. Oh shoot! Well, 7.
When you have so many characters, Ender, it's hard to keep track of them all, right? And
There's a better one.
just softly into the bush. Yeah, just softly into the bush. You kind of go alongside the path that you used to kind of get to this place in the first place. And so you can now see there are 3. It's dark and it's still a little gray out, but they do look like 3 humans, perhaps? Kind of on a hunt, tracking something. And it's at this point you realize, oh, they might be tracking one of us or all of us.
DM, can I use this?
Yes,
just
you can.
to check?
I like it. Divine sense. You can open awareness to any location of any celestial. They are all pinging for you an undead vibe. All 3 of them.
Okay, and I will tell my companion that we might be expecting more undead. Do you want to engage, or do you want to go back and alert our party?
How far away are we from the party at this point?
I'm going to say, let me do a quick ruler because I've got my own map up here looking at it. You are going to be around 70 feet away from them.
Yeah, we're definitely going back. We're
Now,
gonna try and...
the creatures that you're tracking are only about 20-ish feet away from you now, too.
Mhm. I'm going to say we sneak back as much as we can,
Okay.
and I have... How much can I do with... Yeah, can I... 10 feet away from me, start creating a shower of sparks? Just
Yes.
something that distracts them?
10 feet away from you. Showers. You know what? Let me give you a map so you can have a better idea as to where everything is before you decide that that's something you actually want to do. You may still like it, and I'm okay with that. I just want to know that you do. So let me give you a map. Let's see here. And let's give the world a map to look at, too. Huzzah! That's not the right one. Let's go to this one. Oh, you guys can't see. Hang on a second. I got to give people vision. Let's do that. Why do you not have vision? That's really weird. Hang on. Let's do this. Oh, the slowness. Oh, the slowness. This is, yes, that's Thar. And has vision, has dark vision. Blah. There. Now you can see. And let's give everybody else the same. So I'll do this. While you see this, go ahead and tell me what it is you're going to do.
So, have I done my long rest?
I'm going to say everybody by this point in time will have done a long rest, even though not everybody's woken up yet.
Okay.
I'm going to give everybody your vision here as we're going.
Yeah, right over perhaps here? This square? I could create a shower of sparks. Or
sure,
maybe...
if that's what you want to do.
I'll see how we're sneaking first.
That's fair.
How far we can get, but without them noticing. But I might have already been noticed.
I am missing... Where'd my Tana thing go? I lost Tana. Okay. Put Tana there. There we go. And Tana, you do not have dark vision, correct?
I do not.
Gotcha. Has dark vision? The answer is no. But you do have vision, so you can see things. And very shortly, where the sun's going to be up enough that I'll just ping on the whole light nonsense. But so where did you say the sparks were going to go?
Right here.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. So go ahead and roll for me one more stealth check, both Brazil and Thar.
Ugh, heavy armor.
A little better.
I should have said with advantage, which is good because you guys both rolled that way because of the sparks that you'll use for the distraction. Is there a sound with the sparks?
I can make a sound with prestidigitation.
If you want to do that, you go right ahead.
So I don't know if I have to like make the sparks then make a sound.
Not really. It's up to you. But like if you do it all at once, I'm going to say you guys are going to be able to sneak back over to your camp, and they're just going to be distracted by that. So
all right,
you get your little sparks. Ooh, that was kind of fun.
Yeah, let's go.
That was not what I was going for, but I'm good with it. So, yeah, you make the sparks, and then you immediately kind of see them all immediately stop, and they start kind of trudging through the trees back the way, giving you cover to return back to the party. Everybody else is still slightly sleeping. I don't know why there's that scarecrow there. I should get rid of that thing. There we go. That's better.
I'll walk up to the fire and use prestidigitation to start the flame.
Yeah. Okay, and that's going to give us enough that I'm just going to simply say everybody can see everything now. So with that, and you guys are all now making enough noise that the rest of your party can actually wake up to it. So Anita, you hear and the fire kind of gets started up.
Sorry, a little early, but we got
I'm
company.
fine. Do we?
Yes.
Make some noise here. I'll get the drop on him. I'm just gonna immediately, as I often do, attempt to slink into the brush.
All right.
That's
Okay.
So that's stealth.
You go to slink with a stealth into the brush. Very nice. I'm going to say the brush that you end up moving yourself towards is going to be like this stuff up here.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you guys are going to do to prepare?
I'm going to meld into the rock behind us.
Oh gosh.
How does that look? How does that happen?
I've got it's my gnome stone camouflage.
Okay.
I've got
Okay.
advantage on a dex stealth check to hide in rocky terrain and underground. Does that count?
Oh,
As long
get her
as
done.
we're using actions, I'll use bless on myself. I guess the gnome, because he's the only one I can really near, and the other one's stealth, and the paladin.
All right. So the gnome, the paladin. So that is Rizale and Anita are both gonna have. See, I think that's not quite right. I have to go check something here real quick on my peoples.
No bliss.
But I will do that. But as you guys do so, clambering through the bush, the last of the blessed spell letting loose, over the top of a ridge, you now see through the trees, kind of chasing down the sparks and now chasing down the tracks you guys left behind. You do see some sickly skinned. Obviously, they used to be human at one point in time, but these are now very much not living humans anymore. In one of them, you can actually see the skin is actually not even there, and grayed muscle fibers are all that's showing through the arm. Another one you can actually see the nose isn't there; it's just the cavity behind the nose.
How does he smell? Terrible.
Very bad, very bad. Although you're used to that spell, Sapley, quite a bit. So, with where you guys are all located, let's roll some initiative, and we'll get this show on the road. I need to look up that one creature because I feel like that's super wrong. And it is. Let me try that again. Why is it doing that? Let's look at you. Why are you doing that?
Are we on full spell slots again, Windy?
You are on full spell slots, yes. There, that's going to make a lot more sense now. And one of them looks particularly strong.
Okay.
Dibs.
Dibs. All right. All right, I'm going to roll my... Actually, I should get the chat to roll. Hey, chat, how's it going? Let's get you guys to roll something for me. Let's get you guys to roll for me. Initiative for one of my creatures. Just one of them. That's all I want, okay?
And
I'll roll for the other one.
A crap roll.
And let's see here.
Chat was doing me nicely on the rolls last time.
That's true. That's true. And I'm doing really great rolls on one of mine. So that's going to be pretty ugly. And let's see here. Do we get a roll from the chat? Do we get a roll from the chat? It's okay if we don't. I'll just time it out.
Wow, I'm near the top of initiative with a 12. Ugh.
That's all. Yeah, all of you. That exactly. What's your dexterity? Your dexterity score.
It's like a second edition roll when you only rolled a die 10.
Sapley, what is your dexterity score?
9.
That's you, Dak. 9.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay. That means mine's better.
Just wait for my little avatar thing to crop up.
There, yeah, that's what I was trying to do, but it was taking its time.
Dex is 12.
All right, so there we go. That is, all right. I'll do the next roll. Here comes the roll for this dude, and there we go. All right, and what is your dexterity, Tana?
My dexterity is 16.
16. All right. I'm sorry, Sapley. You said your You said your dexterity was 12?
12, yeah.
Okay, I actually screwed that up. What's your wisdom then, please?
13.
Okay, yeah, I definitely screwed that up. Awesome. So you actually get to go first then. And Tana's going to be the one who goes first. Yeah, with a 12 roll, Tana, you are first up to the initiative. Everybody is just still trying to wake up. So it's just a little bit slow to the march, but you do get your first kick, and you think that you are well covered for that matter too.
Okay,
Go for it.
I'm going to ready my action to swing on any of these three with my longsword if they enter my range.
Okay, so you're staying right where you are and waiting to see if they come to you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, ready to action brings it down to my folk here. And seeing you guys all kind of now rousing and getting yourselves prepared for battle, one of these creatures comes, "We found her!" and just jumps off that ledge and goes directly towards you, Rizal. And is going to go for... Yeah, let's get some appropriate music here too for this. Let's go for... he's going to give you... he's got a spear in his hand that he's going to use as well as a shield. And so he's going to do a spear attack.
Oh.
And I got myself a natural 20. Then he's going to smack you with his shield.
13.
And he's going to go...
Oh my goodness, 27, 13, 13, 27.
Yeah. That's just how it's going to roll. And then
You're
one
shooting
more.
me up.
So does a 13 hit?
It missed.
Okay, so it's just the first one that hits in the end. And so here comes our damage on that critical. I'm going to do crunchy crits, guys. So crunchy crits means that this is going to be 16 plus whatever the dice is on it. Okay, and in this case, the dice is 6. So it's total 22. So I know it says differently on the screen there, but it's crunchy crits we're trying out. 22 points of damage to you as the spear just skewers you, and then you use, and as he pulls it out and tries to smack you with this shield, you wince in pain but pull away from both of his next attacks. It is your turn. He's actually going to work his way around you as well. He's got a little bit more movement. He can do that. So he's going to do this. And that brings us to Tana. I'm going to give you an opportunity for you to take your attack now. Just take your one step forward and use it. If you want.
It's a Retiarius.
I think I lost Tana.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
That's right. So Tana, I'm going to give you a chance to go ahead and take that action of yours that you were readying. If and you wanna.
Alright. So...
You'll have to move to him as well, and I'll give you that.
Yeah, that's fine, but I swing on him with advantage because I was hidden.
That is true. And he certainly wasn't paying attention.
18.
Alright, that's gonna hit.
That will be 13 slashing damage.
13 slashing damage as you come at him from behind and slash into him, and you don't see him actually wince. You see him just kind of get pushed around by the sudden contact with your sword.
Mm-hmm.
That brings us now to Rizal.
Okay, I would like to cast this on myself.
Okay. On yourself. Okay, so you're protected with it. Creatures of those type have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, cool.
And then For my bonus action, I'm gonna cast a Hunter's Mark on this guy.
Nice. Okay, so that and then a hunter's mark.
Sorry.
And that I need a good solid. Where's my target? I have a target somewhere in this list of nonsense. Hunter's, forget it. That's hunter's mark now. Yay! Okay. All right. So you have now given yourself a little bit more. You're looking a little bit more lively, and it's putting this this sickly, sallowed-looking human on the back of his heels. And you've now marked him. Anything else on your turn?
That's my action and my bonus action, so I am done. End of turn, sir.
Awesome. Bringing it to Thar.
All right. Thar is going to move up to here. He's going to cast. Or not cast. He's going to inspire.
I cast inspiration. Okay.
I cast inspiration on our paladin friend.
All right.
And you can use that for AC versus a single attack if you want. Remember. And
so what is it?
Four
Is
damage.
What? It's D6.
D6. Awesome. Okay. Yeah,
And
you
then
can use
I'm
it for
going
AC
to-
or damage.
Yes. Or attack rolls.
Or attack, yeah.
And then I'm going to cast Hideous Laughter on this fellow.
All right. That is on me, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see what they do. What else are you going to do on your turn while we're finding out if we can get a
All I
check
can do.
person to roll that one out? That's all of it. All right. And you are in melee with him now as well.
Yes.
Let's see. Do we get a roll from the chat? Do we get a roll from the chat? Bring on the musical voice. That's how we do it. Next person up is... Oh, there's another Tana there. How'd I do that? Cool. Let's get rid of that. That helps. Okay. That's funny.
No,
okay.
that's turns. What do you mean? Totally fair.
All right. Well, then I'm going to roll this. Is a wisdom save? Is that what it was?
Yes.
Yeah, wisdom. One wisdom saving throw coming your way. It's the first number. It's
Fail.
a 10. And so
Fails.
with a 10, it's a fail. Oh no, what does that mean I have to do? A creature is
Prone
dead.
and laugh.
Okay, and you hear... Is it on this next turn, or does it happen right now?
Thar just says, "You're a joke. Stop laughing."
Oh. All right. So he kind of just glances over at you and kind of winces and just starts... And it's a sick laugh because there's no vocal cord motion with it. It's just like air is expectorating from his body as he
It's like
kind
a
of takes a
real,
spear and like starts hugging his chest and just falls over in laughter.
Yeah. So he gets a wisdom saving throw at the end of each of his turns, and if he takes damage, he gets another one with advantage.
Wow. Okay, cool. So he is currently on the ground, holding onto his rib cage, just wheezing in laughter. And that'll bring us to Sapley then.
He's going to firebolt this guy here.
Ooh, good solid distance. Go ahead and roll your attack.
It's 120 foot range. So I haven't
Yep.
checked the range. I'm hoping I'm within it.
Do you have Spell Sniper?
No.
Okay, good to know. Thank you. Carry on. Yeah.
13.
So you step a little bit away from the wall and you do a quick little shot. It hits a branch in front of him. And so no contact. Anything else on your
I'm gonna
turn?
move here. I'll move there and then that's my go.
All right. Well, I guess I should roll my centaur in here, hey? She hasn't woken up yet. We'll say she wakes up on the next round. Okay, there we go. That brings me to those same creatures that you decided to attack. They're both going to jump off, following their leader's lead, and come at Raziel. Yeah, you were right there, unfortunately. Let's see what they do. No shields, just spears in their hands. I got a nat 1 for you. And here comes another one. Bing, schloop.
Oh, that's not what I had.
That's not gonna hit. So
Yeah.
they both come at you, and with your extra awareness and unfortunately that really solid hit that got you on the first go, you kind of it's almost like it woke you up clearly, and you're now able to deftly move around each of these spear attacks. That brings us to Tana's official. Actually, I gotta roll in. Let's roll into Centaur first. Bloop, bloop. Did she roll better than all of you? Nope. So she's okay. Carry on. Tana, it is your turn. Wow.
Okay. Wow. All right. I'm going to.
Yeah, I know. I'm having Anita take the dodge action.
Yeah, I'll just leave that guy. I've seen it happen to enough people. I know to just leave him on the ground for now. I will step over to this guy and I will swing with my longsword.
Swing away.
Longsword. Oof.
Ew, that's not gonna hit. He
All right.
parries you away with his spear.
I will bonus action. Actually, I already actioned. I'm just gonna bonus action hit him with a unarmed strike.
Okay.
14.
14. 14 is not gonna hit because it just smacks up against. He pulls. Hang on. This is the guard. He's got. I did say he doesn't have a shield. I was wrong. He does have a shield. I apologize. So yeah, he just pulls the shield up in, and you just kind of smack into it instead.
All right, that's my turn then.
Okay, that brings us now to my dude who is totally laughing on the ground. Let's see what we could do for a wisdom save for him. Just that's not the right one. That's not the right roll. Hang on a second, guys. I rolled the wrong one. This is the right wisdom save here. Here we go. That's worse. He has a higher plus, and I got worse all the same. Yeah, just and just keeps on going. You took my big dude's turn away, and he's still laughing. So Razael, it is your turn.
Blow him
Okay.
up. Blow him up.
I'm gonna use my blessing to teleport right here
Nice. Okay. Just
and attack this guy.
all right. Roll that attack for me.
DM, do we have flanking to give advantage?
We do have flanking to give advantage. So Tana is flanking at the moment.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that's gonna just hit.
Ooh, 16.
Just.
Okay, that will be
11 slashing damage.
my turn.
Okay. Actually, with an 11, you cut into him with your greatsword and pull it up and knock the head right off the now fully dead corpse. Not a very tough dude, this one.
Okay. Well, end of turn, sir.
All right, that brings us to our centaurs, and just tosses the tarp off of her and just clambers her up to her feet and just kind of pulls over beside Anita. Like, okay, and that's all she's gonna do at this point. I was more concerned that the laughing dude was gonna get to her in time. So Thar, it is your turn.
I'm going to engage this guy.
Yeah. With advantage because you're flanking now.
Yeah. Do I want to do anything else? I'm going to drop my shield and two-hand my battle axe.
Okay.
So I have -2 in AC.
All right. Good to know.
Oh, it's an advantage.
But that's definitely gonna hit.
So yeah. That is 10 slashing damage.
Okay.
On him. And I think I'll
do you
save
get
my
2
rage.
attacks?
No. I was
Okay.
at advantage. I forgot to do it. I was just seeing if I crit.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, so with 10, you cut into him, and you definitely feel the meat cleave from bone, but it kind of like stops on her and gets stuck on a rib partway down into his torso. He's like, he's still up, but he's not good by any stretch.
I'll yell to everybody, get ready to blow this fellow, and I'll point to the one on the ground up when we're done with these two. And I'll pull out my axe.
All right, that brings us to Sapley.
It's gonna have to be another firebolt. I'm gonna aim this one though.
Okay. Aiming a bit more without as much tree cover or rock in the way, the AC is back to its normal, and this hits.
Nice.
Go ahead.
Nice.
6 fire.
Yeah. So you see Thar's battle axe embedded into the torso of this creature, and you're like, no, I'm gonna go use that. And you hit right where the battle axe, heating up the head of the battle axe, and allows him to finish cleaving through the body. So the two of you finish off that
You're
one
learning
there.
I'm gonna blow the smoke off my fingers.
That brings us back to the top of the initiative. It's Tana.
Put it back in my holster.
Okay, so I'm already right next to him, so I will swing on him with my longsword. He is prone, so I do believe I get advantage.
Yes, you do.
Oh,
Nat
nice.
20
Crit.
didn't even need the advantage. Go ahead
Alright.
and cause some damage.
It's gonna be...
Wait, do we get crunchy crits?
Crunchy crits for you. So what's the maximum
Okay.
damage for your weapon?
That is 1d10, so 13.
Plus 3.
Yeah, so
So
13.
it'll be 13 plus 3 for your dex is actually going to be 16. Hang on, 1d10 plus 3. So that's 13 plus what you rolled here just now, which is a 3. So that, yeah, so 16 points of damage to this creature. I don't know, I like crunchy crits. It's hard math. But it's worth it. Okay. So yeah, you cut into him. I get a wisdom save now.
Yes, at advantage.
And it's an advantage. So this is going to be... shitty!
Oh, no, you don't.
Does it... Alright, so he's like, you cut him, and he just looks up, and he's just like... and that's it.
Then I'm going to bonus action... You know what? Let's put this guy in there. I'm gonna burn a key, and Floria blows him.
Yes, do it.
His turn's next.
So
Kick him in the
22.
head.
That... You got advantage, so the 22 hits.
Yep. 4 bludgeoning damage.
4 bludgeoning damage.
And
And
another
then-
one.
That also hits. 6
For an
more
additional
bludgeoning
6.
damage. Love it, love it. That ends your turn?
That will.
Okay. I get my wisdom save
Yeah, you get 2
on
of them.
each hit. And this
Ooh.
time he comes back out, so he's not... He just like
It doesn't
crack
taste
across the jaw. He's like... and just hisses back at you. It is now its turn. And so he immediately clambers up and swings in one full motion a side attack with his spear at you.
At her.
At Tana. Totally at Tana. Tana's the one who's giving the most damage to them right now.
He's not
that
laughing anymore,
is-
is he?
That's a miss.
Nope, that's definitely a miss. Let's see here. Let's get another one going. He's doing this two-handed.
Ooh.
21. That one hit. That one hits. That
That's
27
gonna-
looked
yeah.
pretty for a moment, but then I realized no, I don't have advantage on this. So with that, this is going to be, because he's using two-handed on this, 16 points of damage, and he still has one
What?
more
He didn't
attack
crit?
left. He didn't crit because he doesn't have advantage.
So 9, so let's go.
Just 9.
Oh, no, you're right. Sorry, 9 points of damage. My bad. I can't math. Okay, and 9 to attack again. So he's like, misses on 1, and then clocks you with the back of the spear across the cheek, and then comes back for another, flips it, comes back for another attack. This one also misses as well. He's up, and he's apparently got a bit of clout to him. But now it's Brazil's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move right here.
All right, yeah, you get
And
your
then-
advantage.
If it hits, Divine Smite.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that
always
hits.
exciting when a paladin's fighting undead
Mm-hmm.
and they smite.
So 8 damage. Let's see that smite. And the Hunter's Mark.
Oh, Hunter's Mark. Hunter's Mark. And then for the smite.
All right,
Ugh,
so far
4
10
rolls.
and 11 smites. Nice. All right, so the smite was bigger than the weapon. So you, what are we using here? We're using a great sword. So again, you cleave into this one and you pump the smite in, pulling from your deity, glowing the sword up with heat and energy, and just like hot knife through butter, start cutting through the torso of this creature. He's got a lot of meat to him though, so it's like it's a very frozen butter that you're pushing through with your hot knife. All right. No, that's not the button I wanted to do. 7. That's 21 points of damage on that round. That's pretty sweet. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
No, sir. End of turn.
All right. Then that brings us to the centaur, and she's like, oh, get him! And just starts cheering on you guys from the sidelines. Thar, it's your turn.
Didn't you have a bow? I'm going to cast. I'm gonna bonus action healing word.
Bonus action healing word.
My friend, the paladin. Let's see how much
Okey-doke.
I'm able to heal. 5.
5 points. So you get one of the wounds that came from the spear, or the wound that came from the spear, starts to kind of close up a little bit for you, Raziel.
And I'm going
Thank
to
you,
then attack him with my battle axe. 24 to hit for 9
Definitely
damage.
hits. 9 damage. So you guys start to kind of cut pieces of this creature apart. All of the skin coming off is almost like it's peeling this gray, sickly layer off. And just like to the ground.
Dang, almost crit. Anyway, that's my turn.
Alright, Sapley, you're up.
Gonna move over here and smack him with a firebolt again.
Get her done.
It's all low-key stuff, I'm afraid. 18.
18. Saving his spells for later, perhaps. An 18 hits.
I only had once before the sleep, so I'm thinking,
Well, you've got your long rest.
10. Boom. Max
10
damage.
points of damage. Nice. As this one splashes into one of the open wounds and sizzles up onto the inside of the torso. Finger guns again?
That's it, yeah, I'm done there.
Yeah. Tana,
not
it's your
dead?
turn. He is not dead. He was a beefy bugger.
Okay.
So the
Just
volley
gonna longsword him. Yeah, just longsword him.
Longsword. You guys are just
Oh, yes.
piercing and cutting and slashing and hacking, and this hits.
13.
13
Nice.
points of damage. He's starting to look pretty hurt.
Bonus action unarmed strike.
Oh,
You have
that
advantage
Oh, no.
because you're flanking.
You do have advantage because you're flanking. So do the advantage on that
Oh,
longsword.
alright.
See if you crit it.
Yeah. Okay. No crit.
Okay, no crit.
The
But now
unarmed
let's try
strike
the
advantage.
unarmed strike.
13.
Yep, the unarmed strike. Just clang up against. Actually, he parries it away a little bit from you.
Parry your fist.
That's right. Anything else in your turn?
No, that's it.
All right.
Wow.
All right. He is going to run a risk. Yep, he's going to run a risk. He is going to just run away up this hill. 3 opportunity attacks.
Alright.
Ah.
18.
18. He parries it away from you.
24
24 hits.
for 9.
Okay. And Brazil, 16. You smack up into his armor as he runs away. So he takes one slash running away, just parries one, takes a cut across the back, and you hit up into his shield that he's got in his arm now. And then he runs away and jumping off the back wall, dives with an attack at the centaur.
Do I get an attack of opportunity against him?
No, because he didn't quite run past you to do that. Oh, I guess no, he did. He did. You could try one, sure.
I'm going to hit him with my twig.
Oh gosh.
If you crit with a twig, I want to see this happen. Do it.
Oh!
You didn't hit him. You hit the ground in front
He
of
was
him.
like past his feet as he jumps over your quarterstaff and stabs at the centaur.
You knew how dangerous I was.
And just start like rapid fire piercing at it. The last one doesn't do so hot. I gotta check my centaur's AC though. My centaur's AC is just big enough for that last one to miss, but the centaur is gonna take some damage. All right, so that's a total of 24 points of damage as the spear, and the other one just like finally dodges. What is my ace? What is my hit points for that creature anyway? Nonetheless, it is now Rizale's turn.
Okay, I just remembered that I had Blast and Inspiration, and I did not use it.
Oh
That's
yeah,
weird.
you did. But
I'm blessed. Oh, yeah, I don't have blessed. I didn't get it.
Oops. Well, I'm gonna run up to him.
Is inspiration only for one round, Ender?
no, it's for 10 minutes until they use it.
Okay, and same for bless is my guess. So let's do it.
Well, bonus action, I need to use my Harness Divine energy to Divine Power to recover a spell slot.
Nice. Okay.
And then for my action, I'm gonna attack it with Greatsword, and if it hits, I'm gonna use a Divine Smite.
All right. Let's see it. Let's see it happen. You have your bless. You have your inspiration. You might need them.
I really do.
Yeah.
What's the die for inspiration again?
The inspiration is a D6, but you won't need it. That hits. Because you rolled a 4 on that. It just breaks the armor class. And we get 5
you can use
points.
that for damage.
Yeah, you could use... Oh, yeah, you could use your inspiration for damage. So it's going to be 5 plus stuff?
12.
There's Mark, and then
Okay. Oh, yeah, it's
Smite.
12. Yeah. How do you do this?
I'll leave it up to you, DM.
Oh, you're leaving it to me? That's
Go
scary.
on.
Okay. Hang on, let me see this. So
Eviscerated.
great sword,
Please.
16, 21, 26, 32, 42 points of a variety of types of damage. And yeah, you see him run away, and you just get this scowl on your face because your quarry ran away from you. How dare you run away? And you follow the exact same trail he leaves. And as he gets his last attack, misses. All you see, everybody, all the centaurs especially sees, but the rest of you guys all see just this great sword flying, arched back, flying attack, just right through the top of the skull and down. And you let go of the sword, and he's just piked to the ground through your sword.
And I say, that hurt.
And we are
Nice.
now out of initiative as the last of these three creatures.
I'm going to go over and boot one half of the body just to make sure it's dead.
And that is a great point, and it is indeed not moving, not even twitching anymore. The skin sagging off the bones towards the ground, gravity just kind of pulling it all in.
I
And
think you got him.
That was 38 damage.
42.
42.
Wait,
Yeah, 42. I think, because math, right? 16,
12
32,
plus 10.
38.
42. Because the hunter's mark plus the d6 from your inspiration, so 42.
Ah,
Wow.
God.
That's a great hit. Okay, and just Charya Koss just I shot a shot.
Are you alright?
I'll be fine, I guess. Can we get this done?
Yeah.
Blessed wasn't damaged. But
Alright, and she just starts packing up her stuff. You guys doing anything here before we leave the campsite?
yes, I would like to heal her for 10 points of damage and heal myself for 10 points as well.
Oh,
I'd like to ask our cleric to also heal her.
oh yeah, she's got. Yeah, we can see what Anita will do here. I forgot that we got.
Oh,
Yeah, if Anita can do this, let's let Anita do this. Let's let her use her spell slots for the powers of good and evil here. She has healing word. I'll let that one go. So here comes the healing word from Anita to help. Now she's gonna use only one of these, and so she's gonna say, who, Centaur or Rizal or anybody else?
I vote for the Centaur. We need to protect her.
And Sarah takes some
okay.
damage as well.
All
I
right.
took a bit, yeah.
Are you okay though? Like, to heal the centaur's okay?
feel like
yeah, I'll be
if
fine.
we don't, she might need an untime and demise.
That'll be
All
fine.
right. Well, get better, and so the centaur wounds start to stitch up even more after. She took a couple of good solid hits, so she's taking, going to use up all of those 16 points of healing that both you guys just gave.
Question is why he did that.
They've been very much targeting our community. I couldn't tell you why. They just have been. I just want to get rid of them. I'd like to get to this place, pull in some of these celestials, and get them to get. They're going to be very powerful against these undead. I know it.
Well, then let's get there. Good job, everyone. That went well. Better than it could have.
All right. And so you guys start in on your journey. It's not going to take much longer at this point in time to get to where you're going anymore. So
Can we
I'm
just
going to
check
say...
those bodies to see if we've got anything
Oh,
on them?
yeah, go ahead. Roll investigation checks.
So I keep getting
Yeah, there's a little bit of background sound, so I think I got it there. Okay, go for it.
what am I looking for?
Investigation. What are you looking for? That is a good question. Actually,
Honestly.
with a 7, I'm going to say you don't know what you're looking for. Actually, it was a 7 and a 5. Both of you guys. Yeah, both of you guys really have no idea what you're looking for right now.
Oops.
There we go. Thar.
Took a while, so I went again. Sorry.
Thar, what you notice on these creatures is there's not a lot to them. They don't carry coin. They don't carry. They're not carrying a lot. Honestly, they're carrying spears, and that's pretty much it. They're good spears. They're well constructed spears. So if anybody is a big fan of using spears.
Any of them have reach on them?
No, they don't have reach.
If you need something with a reach, you can borrow my polearm, my halberd.
Are you gonna use it? You think?
Not for now.
I'll carry it then, and if you need it, you can just ask.
Very nice. All right. So with that, you now pick up the polearm. It's strong. It definitely kind of do a couple of little test uses of it. Do you have proficiency with such a weapon?
Oh yeah, do it. I have proficiency in martial.
I'm pretty sure Valor gets all martials.
Yeah, I have
just
all
making
martial.
sure. There you go. Then you're good to go. So you do a couple of swings with it. You guys watch as Thar is doing some test swings with it, and the way he maneuvers himself with this polearm reminds you of why he is as strong as he is, and why he is this formidable force, and perhaps why he thinks he should be teaching all of you. It's one of those moments where you're like, damn it, the teacher does actually know better. I hate that about him right now. And so you guys now
from the rations he ate this morning.
So you guys all set yourselves up or pack yourselves up and start in on your way through the forest again. I'm going to say it's about an hour and a half of the early daylight before you guys finally come across this. You can see the structure kind of peering through the trees as you get closer to it. Where is it? Here we go. What you see is this large, almost like an arch, but there's multiple arches that kind of overlap each other. Each of them kind of with vines that have been wrapped around it over time. You also see kind of angular archways that about 60 feet away from this from this kind of dome-like structure with a little pedestal in the middle of it, and there's one in 4 different quadrants away from it. And just as you're still a distance away, so you haven't actually arrived completely there yet. But this is when the centaur, when Chariakos just kind of pauses you guys and says, "This is where it has been uncovered. You can see the trees have been cut away here and the vines there. This is what's been causing all the problems. This strange structure, ancient structure." And you look at it and the stone does look cracked, worn, eroded, vines growing through parts of the stone of these structures. She says, I just need to operate the something in the middle. It's this, you can see it there. It's just in the domes.
Can I roll Arcana on this thing?
You sure can. Go for it.
Can I as well?
Yeah, actually, both of you comfortably can. Yeah. Ooh, there's a 20.
It's just about the only thing I'm good at, but apparently not.
Your rolls for this whole
module,
honestly, have been shit. Nonetheless, Thar, you look at it, and it's obviously an arcane structure of some sort. Maybe portals, maybe... I mean, it makes sense. Chariakos did say that should be portals to some sort of celestial realm. Can't tell if it's actually the dome that's the portal or the arches that are the portals. But definitely something, but ancient magic. Old magic. Hey there, Rickind. I am going to use that roll the next time I need one for me. Thank you very much for that. And anybody else who happens to see that, I promise you, you're going to appreciate that. We're going to roll that for the DM. Anyway, but you guys look to from this distance. It's really hard to tell anything. If it is magical, it's ancient magic. It's before any sort of magic that you've ever come across. Might actually even be pre-weave magic.
Pre-weave magic.
That's a thing?
Thinking that, Thar's gonna step back and say,
How do you...
This thing's older than the forest, older than the oldest elf.
It's been covered by the forest for, well, obviously longer than our community has ever been around.
Well, I hope you know what you're doing. This thing's... Usually the ancient things are powerful, so be careful.
I think I figured it out. Shall we?
Alright. Yeah.
So as you guys step closer to it, you guys get closer, and in order to get into the space, this almost like a clearing that's been cut away, you have to actually go past one of these arches or even through one of them to get in. And it's the angular arches I'm talking about in this case. So I guess I'm going to ask, because I am an agent of chaos. Is there anybody who's just going to walk right through the arch, or are you guys just going to all go to one side of it?
I'll walk through one.
Happily through it. I'm just
Go on through.
Sapley and Tana, both of you guys go to walk through, and as you walk through, nothing happens. I'm kidding.
Can I just say that's a bad idea?
All right.
I don't think you should do that.
Oh, but it's not on yet.
Let me pull up my tokens here for you. Just give me one moment.
Oh, no.
Because I have a map. I like maps. Maps are nice. Blip, 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 and copy, paste is a wonderful thing. All right. Let's let you guys take in the visage here for just a second before I fully resolve it. And bing, and bing. Okay. Whee. There we go. Whoa.
It's a big map.
It is a very big map. And so with, let's see here, Tana and Sapley walk through the archway as the rest of you walk around the outside of it. Okay, so as you step through,
Hold up. It's loading for me.
oh, it's loading for you. Is that you guys? Your tokens are all at the very bottom of the screen.
There we are.
It's loading.
Actually, I'm gonna move your tokens a little bit further because I think I've got a lighting wall that's preventing you from seeing everything the way I want you to. There we go. That should do the trick. There we go. Yeah, so you guys walk through the archway, and you kind of look up, and you do see, like, the stone it's not crumbling. It's actually been relatively well intact. Moss-covered cracks between these large stone blocks. There are sigils on each of the blocks as well that you see as you walk through it. You don't see it from the other side. You only see it from the inside. And that's when you kind of look up like, oh yeah, that might have been stupid. But walking through this particular one, no problems.
Can we read the sigils? Do they mean
You can certainly
anything?
try. Go for an Arcana check.
Another one.
Yeah, do you know Druidic?
The only thing I'm good at. Sorry.
Do you speak Druidic?
No.
And then I'm going to tell you right now, these sigils are going to be far outside your realm. Is there anybody who does speak Druidic? Yeah. Just
Let me
beyond
look
you.
at this.
That's a 1.
That's not one. That was really well played.
I've never seen anything like this. Not in the stone cities. Not even in the drow outposts, but we come across occasionally.
And so the centaur is just going to kind of push her way through a little bit, like looking up and slightly in awe, but also with purpose, moving towards the center. Going with her?
Yeah, I'm accompanying her.
All right, so she steps through the... Go ahead and move your tokens as you guys see fit. She steps through through
I like
the
how he took the dead body with us.
large... Did we take the dead body with us? That's hilarious. I did not mean to do that. That's what copy-paste does to me. I'm going to get rid of that thing. There we go. Okay. Anita's going to hang back a little bit. But Raziel, you can move your token as you wish. She steps just into these stone rings, but before she steps up onto the pedestal, she kind of looks to her left and she looks to her right. Well, I don't know what's about to happen, but if you're ready, well, are you ready? She just kind of looks around to you guys.
No, just a moment.
Just, should I be outside of this thing or inside of it?
And she kind of goes into her pack and, that she's got on her haunch and pulls out a parchment, and she's kind of...
I want to cast mage armor on myself before we go in.
Okay, good call.
Excuse me.
I can't tell for sure. I mean...
All right.
I don't really... Yeah, I
stay
don't really
here.
know. Okay. All right, and she just puts one foot up onto one of the layers of the pedestal in front of her, and everybody roll perception check for me.
Oh shit.
Get Tana and Raziel to roll perception checks for me too, please. Wow, you guys. I'm trying to help you.
We're fumbling.
There it is. Tana, you're actually rather enthralled, particularly in the runes. There's something about these runes that is intriguing. Nobody in your backtrack one step. You're monk learning from a monastery? Where do you think you would have... Are you a particularly studious version of a monk, I guess is my question.
Not particularly.
Okay, fair enough. Then some of your teachers would have loved to have seen these arcane sigils. Raziel, to your left, as Charyakas steps onto a pedestal, you can't help but notice a group of vines that seem to be wreathed up around one of the legs of the archways to the left, over here, just kind of slithers away from the archway and gathers on the ground. And Raziel's the only one who sees this. You say anything about it? Oh, you're muted. Why are you muted? That's weird. Do you say anything about that, Raziel?
Yeah, I would like to relay this information to my party.
Yeah.
And then
okay.
I was trying to ask, can I do a history check on the runes? If I can tell.
Yeah, for sure. Go for it. Roll that history check.
Never mind.
Okay, fair enough. Appreciate it. I'm sorry I missed that. So, but the vines come out. You relay it, and Tana, you finally have your attention directed to it. And as a result of that, I'm gonna actually just do one kind of quick thing here for a second. Let's see here. Let's do that. Okay, good. So, Raziel, you have a big background sound that's kind of really loud in the ears. Do you have? Is it something you can manage? Okay, well, that works, I guess, too. Thanks. Okay, so you look as a group of vines start to kind of form up into this tall, thick creature is the best way to describe it. That's just like, I guess, how many of you are fans of the cartoon series known as Avatar: The Last Airbender?
I am.
Okay, so if you've seen that before, then you've seen the swamp waterbenders as they pull vines up to create this large creature made of nothing but vines. You get this, you see that exact same thing right here as this guy forms beside in the corner. And
Vine puppy
starts running towards Charyakas and Thar. Let's roll some initiative. Alright, and that's the roll. I'm using a roll, Rikind. That. And
Well, you saying that makes me think that there's someone controlling it.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Oh, I didn't need to do that. Hang on.
You're going to use the chat, weren't you?
There we go. Yeah, I was using the chat. I got excited about things. I meant to do that for Charyakas. That's better. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. And my peeps as well as the chat. Cool. So the chat was, let me pull up my creature here. Ding, 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 and ding. Alright, we got her. So, let's double check some things here real quick. Alright. Thar, what's your dexterity, please?
My dexterity is... What is it? It's 12.
It is 12. Okay. Which means the centaur goes first. Between the two of you guys. Awesome. Okay. Let's put this in order. And as you see this, and Sapley, you hear this comment that there is a creature that's starting to move. Where are you, Sapley, on my lovely little map?
I'm well behind everybody.
You're well behind, but you're still within. You kind of take a quick little peek in the general direction. You know that the creature is somewhat nearby, in terms of firebolt range at the very least, but you're still a good distance away from everything. You do watch where Rizal points to, though.
I'm going to use... Can you use a double move in this? A dash action, is it?
Yeah, dash is an action, though, so it would take away an attack.
Yeah.
To do that.
With Firebolt, you could just get in range and shoot.
Yep. So there's a movement.
Wished.
That's a double move.
So you're dashing.
Can I move as well as an action?
You move, you dash, and that makes it your double distance.
Is it? Right.
But that would be your whole turn unless you have a bonus action.
No, I don't. I'm just moving closer to everybody.
Okie doke. Alright, so Sapley, hearing this, just runs up underneath the rings that form this dome, bringing us to Tana. It is your turn. It appears to be exactly 60 feet away from you.
So, yeah, I'm going to move my 30 and then dash so I can make it.
Okey-doke.
And then I will use a bonus action to spend a key point and summon my Arms of the Astral Self. I needed to make a DC 14. That's a dex save?
Alright.
DC 14 dex saving throw.
Alright. Give me 1 second as I do so. DC 14 dex save. That's this guy here. Could also take a roll from the chat. There will be times for other rolls to happen, so feel free to roll for me instead, chat, and make me fail instead of, me having to blame myself for everything that I'm doing, which is what I'm doing right now.
So it will take 8 force damage as my my astral arms up here and sort of
All
slide
right,
into it.
let's get the map up there so you can see that just a smidgen better. Actually, let's make it so you can see all of this a smidgen better there, chat. There. That's what we see. And with 8 points of damage. All right, and is that your entire turn?
That's my entire turn.
Awesome. All right, so with that brings us now to Brazail, who pointed this out to everybody in the first place. Brazail, you're muted.
Hold on.
He said he's going to move and take a dodging action.
Ah, right there. Gotcha. Okay. Let me get this thing in the right spot then. And ding, and okay, cool. So moving, taking the dodge action, that brings us to the centaur, to Charya Kas. Mike is, that's okay, I get it. So with the centaur, they immediately pull their hoof off the pedestal and kind of move around to try to get a bit of a clear shot. They're going to take a shot at this creature over Tana's head.
God, she's actually doing something.
And it just say, ooh, it's in that one. Tana, dexterity saving throw.
No, she's not. Alright, dex save.
Dex save.
How's that doing?
Nice. So the bolt, this arrow comes, you hear the twang, and you do a quick little peek over the corner of your shoulder.
Wait,
like,
can you, even if it doesn't hit you, can you? Ah, no, it's when I'm hit.
No.
Damn it.
Say what you're saying. Say what you're saying.
I wanted to deflect missiles or arrow.
Okay, so post deflect missiles, because if you get
It
creative...
it says when you're hit.
Yeah, but you rolled a 22. I'm good for flavor. I know that there's rules as written, but the rules as written must serve the story, and I like this story. So, go ahead and describe what you're doing.
This. So, I need its damage roll. This could backfire.
That's true. You do need a damage roll. Let's see here.
I believe this is plus my dex plus my monk level, I think.
Yeah, so 10 points of damage. There's a chunk here.
I don't have terrible odds here, because I do have a +7 to this.
Uh-huh. Let's see what happens.
Come on, baby. Nice! So I'm going to then spend a key point and throw it right into the sky.
And it's not much of a throw.
Because if I drop the damage to 0, I can catch the missile, spend a key point, and make a attack.
And what actually happens with this? So it's all 10 points of damage going to go to this creature instead, right? So.
Yeah, I think you remake the attack. I think. Let me see.
Go ahead and read it. I'm trying to
If you catch a missile, spend a key point, make a ranged weapon attack using the weapon or piece of ammunition you caught as part of the same reaction. You make it with proficiency, and it counts as a monk weapon.
All right, so I want you to do the attack now that you've done this.
Okay. So it's gonna be. I'll just do my longsword since it would be the same.
Well, it'll be a ranged attack, so it would like. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go for it. 13. What did? Yeah, that's not my armor class. Hang on a second. I gotta look something up. It's saying my armor class is 67. That's not true.
I'd hope not.
I think that's actually... Yeah, no, that's not right. Hang on a second. Let me...
Well, start doing AoE attacks, guys. Cause,
Yeah. Let's see here. I'm pulling it up from a better source here right now. This came with, unfortunately, this is the one error I found so far in Kobold Press's publication. The Vine Golem's got some funky stats.
I don't know if someone else did that, but have y'all looked at Kibo's stats? The pre-gen rogue?
There we go. Okay, I got it now. So 14...
I did that.
Okay.
Are they bad?
No.
Yeah, it's every stats at 45.
Yeah, no, I think this, and actually, it's actually working right on my token. It's not working right in the sheet, so I don't know why it's doing that, but that's okay, no big deal. It does not hit, unfortunately, though. So what you do is you basically see the kind of clock it out of the corner of your eye, and you're like, whoa, and you just do a quick grasp and chuck it at just kind of a slight angle shift, and the vines just like, and just it goes past through the vines, and the vines close back up again.
Man, I burned I wasted the key point. I have so few.
It was worth the try. The story was great on that. So that ends Chariakasa's turn. It's Thar's turn now.
All right.
I really want to see him
is
do that.
Going to say to the centaur that she needs to. Why don't you focus on completing the ritual, and we'll focus on this. And he'll. Let's see, where was I? What's? I'm not risking it. Its intelligence is probably pretty low.
All right.
That is Kibo's. So I'm not going to use that. I'm going to Misty Step.
Ah, where are you Misty Stepping to?
I'm going to Misty Step right here. And I'm going to use my new halberd.
Whose?
Ah.
To attack.
So Razil's lost his halberd.
All right.
Yes, he has a great sword he's using. And I missed completely.
All right. Well, my roll 20 is having a slow moment at the moment.
I rolled a 10, so unless his AC is real low.
His AC is not that low, unfortunately. But so you get up behind Tana, and you go to, with this first time using it, you know, it's trying to get used to the weight at the end of the weapon, and you go to slice across the top and just past.
All right. Realizing that was a mistake, let me measure this out. I'll keep the attack, but I just want to make sure I can get there. So 30, 20, yeah, I'll circle around behind it.
Okay. Cool. All right. And cool. All right, that brings us to there's another roll in here from Rookie. He's rolled for me, so I don't have to roll the first of these attacks. It's going to be yes. That's what we're going to do. We're going to see if Tana, I need you to roll a strength saving throw for me, please.
Okay, that's actually going to be a wisdom saving throw, because with Astral Self-Active, I can use wisdom in place of strength for all my checks and saves.
That's right.
Alright, so just wisdom saving throw straight?
Wisdom saving throw, yeah. You need to beat... that won't do it.
I don't think I'm going to beat anything.
So, it's what you weren't noticing when you were trying to deflect this arrow, and when Thar was swinging over your head, is on the ground underneath you, vines were growing between your legs and feet, and immediately just thrust up around you and grip and wrap around you in all sorts of different directions and suck you in towards its form. You are now grappled.
Alright.
And grappled and restrained. Okay. That's not the... No, I'm going to use that one instead. There we go. Okay. All right. That ends its turn at this point. Hang on 1 second for me, please. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, so Sapley, it is your turn next.
Hello.
Going to move there. Firebolt it.
And Firebolt.
Because it's,
okay.
Because it's still out of range of all my spells. Oh, yeah.
All right.
15.
15 hits.
For 4 fire damage.
4 fire damage. All right. Sorry, just trying to get something else here set up for you for it. Okay, so 4 damage as you firebolt into it. It appears to be... Oh, I'm going to have to go... Okay, there we go. That's better. It appears to be singed, but it's still got a lot of heft to these vines. That brings us now to Tawna.
Okay. So grappled and restrained. I'm gonna... I mean... Why not? I'm gonna knock back that potion of growth.
Okay. All right.
So
how are you gonna do that? Your hands are held.
Well, I'm grappled and restrained, but I don't... I don't think that keeps...
He's holding onto your arms. Like, you can't get your arms to your pack or your face. This is what you got right now.
Alright, I'm just gonna break the grapple then.
Okay.
I will use my acrobatics would be higher even with the wisdom. So I will just try and make an acrobatics check to get out.
Well, this would be an athletics, unfortunately, because this is one that's going to require your strength.
Yeah.
Can you not choose to break grapple either?
Not with only if you were able to slither your way out would you be able to use acrobatics.
Okay.
But even then, that's still more of an athletics thing.
So then athletics, but I do get to use my wisdom.
That you do.
Oh wait, that was a save.
I have to roll too.
But it's the same roll because I don't have any other additives to acrobatics, or to athletics rather.
I have to roll as well. So and chat, you're welcome to keep on rolling for me. But I'm going to get a nat 20 right now, so I think the players really would rather you guys do the rolls for me instead. Yeah, you are tightly gripped in there.
Oh.
Is that your turn then?
Yep.
All right, Raziel, it's your turn. Attacking with a great sword. From the side. Trying to pry Tawna out. Go for your attack. That is not gonna hit.
We're not rolling very well right now.
You're having a tough time. Like, you see Tawna in these vines, and you're like, and you just, it glances off of the vines. All good. All right. So that brings us to my centaurs. Just kind of puts the bow back. Okay, and steps up onto the console and starts working, just kind of studying the sigils and studying her own activities there too. Okay. All right. So that is going to be the end of her turn. That brings us to Thar. Thar, you don't have advantage because Tawna is actually grappled at the moment.
That's fine.
Okay.
What about...
I'm going to move right here.
Oh, so hang on. I heard a what about. What's going down?
Never mind.
Okay.
I was gonna
there, now you have advantage.
Solve that, yeah.
But I'm going to inspire Raziel, or...
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Inspiring Tawna. I'll put that on here for you.
Thank you.
And I'm going to use my action to reach into her pack and feed her the potion of growth.
Ah, very well done.
and then I'll step back to where I was.
So don't I roll a d4 to see how long that lasts?
You can do. I don't actually have the potion of growth with me right now.
Yeah, for 1d4 hours.
Potion, nice. So roll the 1d4.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
And I'm gonna just quickly read this to see what I have to do
Add my
about
bardic inspiration to that.
Gaily a large effect of the red in the potions like. Okay, cool.
So
Enlarge. Okay. Let's see here.
That's my turn.
Okay.
so I'm now medium.
Is that all it is? You just increase. Yeah. Okay. So it gives you a bit more
I
strength.
become medium. I get advantage on strength checks and saving throws, and then I add a d4 to my weapon damage.
That is correct, and because you have, you can move your strength ability checks to your wisdom instead. You can get it. You're gonna get advantage on your wisdom checks instead,
Nice.
if you wanted to. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That ends your turn.
Yep.
All right. That brings us to my dude again, and he's going to lash out at both. While he's got Tana grappled, he's going to lash out. Oh, I guess I forgot to mention, when you're grappled, Tana, you actually on the last round, you should have actually taken this damage here too. You know what? I didn't do it. It's my own fault. But she's going to do it. It's going to happen this time. Thorn Vine comes whipping out at Thar. That is a 22 to hit. Another Thorn Vine comes out at Razael. That's a nat 20. And Rokind. Yeah, Rokind actually rolled a 17 for me. So I'm going to use that on the Thorned Embrace that Tana is in. And that is
that does 17, not hit.
But a 21.
Or wait, no. That
the modifier.
Wait, that barely meets, but reaction, I'm going to use Thar's Bardic Inspiration to add to my AC, and then it can't hit.
That's right. So that means that we get a good solid smack on Thar for 10 points of yeah, and you're already there, so you don't get pulled. 10 points of thorned whip damage, piercing into your skin. And now we're on to the crit. So on the crit, this is a 8. This is going to be 12 plus whatever's on the dice here. So in this case, it's going to be 12 plus 12. No, it can't be. No, sorry. 12 plus on the first dice, so 4. So it's going to end up being 16 points of damage. I'm going to have to not use that button to do that anymore in the future. So 16 points of damage to you, Razael, as a thorn whip comes and smacks you across the cheek and just tears apart your cheek. Let's see here. Sapley, roll for me a perception check, please.
Break that dry streak, come on. Hey!
There it is. Sapley, you hear something very unusual, and you look up to the ring beside you, and crawling across the ring down at you is another one of these vine-like creatures. Just.
Are you joking?
Let's see here.
FFS.
And
it's taken me 2 rounds to get there, and I'm going to move it. I was going to move another round and unleash hell on this thing.
There you go. And it happens to be top of the initiative. This will be the last round we get for the day, probably. Let's see what happens. Sapley, what are you going to do? This creature's immediately beside you. You've got your mage armor up, though.
That's great. Yeah, my armor class is now 14. Damn it. That changes everything I was going to do. Right. It really does. It's right next to me. If I move, it will get an opportunity attack.
It definitely will, yeah. That one. All right, what are you doing?
I'm going to say, oh, aren't you a wonderful, wonderful vine creature? You don't want to hurt me. please, just relax. Just relax. Everything's calm. Keep calm. And I'm going to cast my hypnotic gaze on him.
Oh, nice. Do it.
Thing, anything within 5 feet of me that can see or hear me, I'll bring it up.
Is there a minimum intelligence score that's required here? Because that's kind of important here. No, there isn't. Okay.
It's got to succeed on a wisdom save against my spell stuff.
All right. We can still get a roll from the chat, so I'll let the chat
Which
do
is
that one here real
14.
quick. 14. All right, let's see what happens. On
Or it's
subsequent
charmed and its
turns.
speed drops to 0.
This is a concentration thing, isn't it?
I can keep it going, I think, as long as it's not hurt and that sort of stuff, I suppose.
Yeah, I think it's a concentration thing. So I'm going to do
I'll
this.
move.
And I'm going to do... Actually, I should do this here too. There we go. Roll from the chat. Didn't quite happen in time, so I get to do it. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're failing. They're failing. With a 5, they fail. So, target
This isn't the centaur you're looking for.
Ah!
Move along. Move along.
If the target is succeeds, instead the charmed creature speed drops to 0, and the yeah, it just seems to kind of settle like regular vine onto the ring of this large contraption that you're on, and just doesn't move. I'm gonna find a thing for it to say that. It's like this. There we go. Cool, cool. And does that end your turn?
Yeah, because if I move, it'll come back to life and do me.
I don't think that's true, actually. The creature speed drops to 0. It's incapacitated. So one of the... So let me see incapacitated here. Incapacitated. Capacitated. There we go. Spelling is a thing. So the condition of being incapacitated is they can't take any action or reaction.
No, but if I move more than 5 feet away from it, it's back and
It
on
can't.
its going.
It can't. Its reaction is gone.
The effect ends if you move more than 5 feet away from the creature. If the creature can neither see nor hear you, or if the creature
So it's like-
takes you.
Fine. Fine. I'm trying to be helpful. Fine. I believe you now. Okay. Is that the end of your turn
He's
then?
got a lockdown.
That brings us to Tana then. Tana,
Okay,
you have a bit more strength
I'm
about you
going-
now.
I'm gonna try and break the grapple here.
All right.
So, I'm just gonna like click the perception button, but it is an athletics check. I don't
Yep.
have an athletics modifier, so same thing.
I'm with you. Makes
With
sense to me.
advantage from the potion. 23.
23. There's no way I can roll that high. So, you finally just peel the vines out and just break out of it. Much larger than you were before. Raziel, Tana's looking at you
Yeah,
eye to eye, and that's unusual.
Yeah, I kind of look at Thar and Azale's like, oh, that's what this is like.
You're still a little bit shorter than Dar.
Then I'm going to bonus action punch him in the face
Yeah, you can do that.
for
That
17.
hits.
Does it apply to my? Let me look up the motion. Does it apply to my unarmed strikes or just my weapon strikes?
I would think so.
I would think unarmed, surely.
Bo from Critical Role was punching with the...
It just says
Yeah,
weapon.
they get some homebrew. So in this case, with your Astral Strike,
Okay.
it's just your arms.
Yeah, it's the extra arms. All right, yeah. Then, oh wait, wait, let me.
Yeah,
already
it does
rolled, but
hit.
still
So
boom for 5 damage.
nice, 5 damage. All right, you
And that'll
punch
be my
into
turn.
it, and you feel the solidness of the vines underneath your fist. It's still pretty tough, but like you're bruising it. That ends your turn. It's Raziel's turn. And he's going to attack the plantish thingy with a great sword.
Blow it up.
That does hit. 11 points of slashing damage comes as the now he can actually make purchase without having to worry about hitting a taunt at the same time. And vines start kind of just dropping to the ground and flop. Does that end your turn? Okay, all right. So that brings us to Charyakas. So Charyakas, sitting on that pedestal, is immediately trying to manipulate some materials that are up there, and then she kneels down on a hoof and puts her hand down on the thing, and speaks a word out in a language you guys don't recognize. Thar, it's your turn while she's doing this.
All right, I'm gonna bonus action inspire the paladin, Raziel.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my action to cast. What should I cast? Actually, I'll just attack at this point.
You've got advantage.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I do.
20 hits. Go ahead and hit that.
5 slashing damage.
5
7.
slashing, 7 slashing damage.
Sorry,
7 slashing damage as you cut into this with your halberd, or with Raziel's halberd, really.
Yeah.
Anything else on your turn?
I will. No, I'll stay where I am.
All right.
I'll have the advantage.
All right, that's gonna bring us to our viney thingy, who is going to lash out at you again, Thar and Raziel. No longer attacking Tawna. Doesn't like where it is. Yep, let's do this. Okay, so a 16 hit you, Thar?
Does it?
No, that's the question. Does it hit you?
I think it does.
Okay.
Since I dropped my shield.
Yeah, you did drop your shield. Okay, so yeah, I'm hitting some stuff here. Big rolls on Raziel, indeed. So this is Thar takes 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Okay, I need to check something out here real quick. Okay, yeah, 8 points of piercing damage. Raziel is going to take Raziel is going to take 10 points of piercing damage. Sapley, another attack. Oh, actually, these guys get a multi-attack. I wasn't doing multi-attack. Let's do it. Another attack.
I mean, you were attacking multiple times.
I was doing so. Oh no, I guess that's right. Yeah, okay, so hang on. But this one's on Sapley. So Sapley does a 12 hit.
Which
Wait,
one?
I
One in
thought
front
he
of
was
him?
incapacitated.
He's incapacitated and dazed.
Oh, that's right. And he can't do anything about it, can he?
He's
No.
weak-willed. He's under my...
Well, I'm still going to use that
Not
roll
again.
because dropping down, and I'm going to use it for another vine. Dropping down from the rings very nearby you. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Is another one of these creatures, as it lands on the ground just with a onto the ground, and just a whip comes out at you, Tawna. Does a 18 hit.
Yes.
All right. So with that 18, you get another thorn that grips around your waist and rips into you for 11 points of piercing damage. I need a strength saving throw. You can use your wisdom for it.
Okay. Okay, this is gonna have +2 to it because I have proficiency in strength saving throws.
Okay.
I'm using wisdom, so.
Can I make a perception
so that's a
check?
20.
Can I listen for... maybe I can only do it on my turn. Then.
Yeah, let's do it on your turn. Okay, so
I believe I
Tawna,
beat that.
you do beat that. So it rips away from you, trying to pull you closer, but you stand your ground.
And
it does
as
not
a
pull you away.
reaction,
Ah,
I needed to make a DC 14 strength saving throw.
it can do so, and it will do so like so. I did not predict that well.
So he is going to take 11 force damage and be launched 10 feet away from me.
All right. Boom. And as that strike hits you, or sorry, as your strike hits him and launches him 10 feet backwards, you also hear not only the boom from the impact, but you also hear some crackling energy crawling up the archway beside you, and it starts to glow bright red. And looking towards you, Tana, because she can see you, and she can see you as well, Sapley. Looking towards you guys, she's like, the centaur kind of stands up and looks, what's happening? And she looks like she's completely panicking. And out of these portals, immediately, or out of the portal beside you, I should say, immediately appears a swarm of smaller, reddened, devil-like looking creatures that just appear, pushing through the portal. And that's where we're going to end today's session.
Well, gentlemen, I believe this was the last session with all of us alive.
Retreat is a valid strategy.
True.
So, with that, we're going to call it here. I am going to say big thank you to the chat for jumping in with us today and watching to see what kind of shenaniganry occurred here as we suddenly have something stepping through that portal. We also have, again, couple of quick reminders. Another game tomorrow, same times, 1 p.m. UTC. That is our Elven Chronicles. We also have our next game in the afternoon. That's the Adventures of Alain at the timeline on that one, if I remember correctly.
7:30
Yeah, 12:30 UTC, I think.
Eastern Coast.
Right. So, and then
Half three, sorry.
Right. So then the 12:30 my time, 7:30 your time. That's right too. So UTC, and then we have our our Witchlight campaign on Tuesday, again 1 p.m. UTC. Then next week we have at this session we're going to be doing that fancy schmancy announcement for the WindyJ D&D Guild. So tune in for the beginning of that session at 1 p.m. UTC and see what kind of new exciting things we're going to be doing here at the guild, and it'll be our last session for sure for this module next week. So thank you guys very much, and
Hopefully
we'll see
we have a cleric.
Yeah, that would be nice. That sure would be nice. All right, well, thank you guys very much, and we will see you all next week. Take care of yourselves and love each other. All right, guys, we're going to go and raid L2S Entertainment. They're doing some Dungeons & Dragons stuff, so we'll go and bother them here with a bunch of people. Go ahead and share the bees and the nuts and the D20s and all that good stuff that you can in the chat. So, see you there.